too when they formed as CLG.EU, and it's kind of crazy.
Hey guys, Amateur Gaming here with some LCS commentary. This is going to be Evil Geniuses versus Counter Logic Gaming. Right now we're in the band stream with my very good commentating friend Stangle. How's it going, my friend?
Oh, that was very flattering when you just said there to me, Kira. It's going pretty good. Oh, okay. Okay, then that's the Thresh. I was a little surprised that they were going to take him Italy there, but like they're going to steal away Crepo's Thresh. No, give Crepo Thresh, I'm assuming. And that's a Teemo. Now it's a Hyber.
Scrolling through the trolls.
Well, while they're going back and forth between those two, there's a LeBlanc, Jinx, and Annie ban from the Evil Geniuses, which makes sense because LeBlanc is very good for Hotshot GG. There's an Elise jungle. He's just going through every champion he wants to go through, I guess. And Annie got banned, so she's been a very common support so far. He's just, oh my god, go Rammus, go Rammus. Go Rammus.
Teemo.
There's a Teemo again. And then there's a Cassid. Oh my god, this guy's just...
Okay, Shiv.
Okay. Jeez, they're having fun with that one. There's a Cassid and Ziggs and Gragas bans from Counter Logic, which makes sense because those are just... Those champs have been in a lot of the games, except for Ziggs, really. And they're just really powerful. Looks like it's going to be Shyvana top, Elise jungle. That's a very common duo right there. Thresh support, that's...
Okay, just to make entirely sure, I'm going to tell you when I'm at 4:02:15.
Alright, you do that.
Right now.
Okay, we're synced up. And it
Okay,
looks
good
like
deal.
Snoopy's gonna go for some Olaf jungle, maybe? I've seen that a game or two so far. And they have to pick their mid lane, but it looks like they're gonna go for an ADC. Caitlyn Thresh is a pretty safe bot duo, I'd say. That's a pretty common one too. So now they have to pick their mid lane and their top. That looks like Hotshot GG. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go with Italy because that's just his best champion. He did very good with as him, and they got one of their early wins off. Double lift. I'm not sure who he's gonna go with. He's a very good AD carry. He's, as the commentators were saying earlier, that he just forces people out of their comfort zone, pushes the ADCs all day. Yep, there's the Italy. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pick him. There's Leona for support, so they got the ADC left. What do you think they're gonna pick for a mid laner?
Oh shoot, Hotshot. If he picked Nidalee, there could be a few things he could go for, to be honest with you. I feel like Zed would be a safe choice. The commentators are funny. But, yeah, so Counter Logic Gaming looks like, well, both teams look like they have almost the same amount of tank, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But,
well, they both have, I mean, they had the Leona initiates, but they have Crepo on Fresh. Ooh, a Mundo and a Kha'Zix. That's a... There's the Kha'Zix, there's the Kha'Zix top, there's any Kha'Zix mid.
Nope, Kha'Zix mid.
Yeah, Kha'Zix Mundo top.
Which I have seen Kha'Zix mid before, and I have seen that work because of his huge burst potential.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Against the Nidalee, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
And that's very true what one of the commentators just said. He's fast, so he can catch Nidalee with his ult and his E.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if he has to chase Nidalee, he could catch her.
And he can just two-shot some people. And there's that's gotta be double list. Either favorite or second favorite AD carry. Because Draven is just such a strong ADC. because he can do everything with him. He can help with all the way across the map by ulting. He can run in and spread everyone out. And he just does so much damage with his Qs because he can just string them all day. Looks like having Ezreal for ADC actually. I think that'd be his second or third choice.
Which looks alright.
Yeah, they both got good tanky supports that can initiate fights. They got the Thresh hooks with the Death Sentence. Fiona with her grab jump thing, I guess. Pretty much same thing as Fish. I think Caitlyn's got Ezreal beat just because she does more damage, really, early game, apart from real.
Yeah, shocking. He shows up there.
And
pretty well. Of course, in the end,
yeah, I'm not too sure. I honestly think EG's gonna take this game. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be almost like a 37, 38 minute game. EG's gonna take it. What about you?
Both teams are more even, especially like considering the one before, Dignitas versus solo mid. There wasn't really a competition there. Whereas this one, I feel like
should be pretty even.
Yeah, this one they're more even. See, look, even the poll is even.
Yeah, that is very close. It's still favoring EG a little bit more, but there's still people that think that counter logic can pull this off. And I'm not saying that EG's, I think EG will win, but I'm not saying there's no hope for a counter. I think they still have a very good chance of taking this game, I think.
Yeah, and really a lot of it, I think, does come out to how these individual players play. You've got Nian, who's held his own pretty well throughout in general.
Of course, they got the badass Olaf in the background there.
Oh, absolutely.
Generally are very good at picking up kills.
And it looks like they're loading up the rift. And it looks like it's going to be Evil Geniuses on the blue side, in the bottom left side corner, and on the top right side corner is going to be Counter Logic Gaming,
who is spamming the pings.
Oh yes, they're spamming the missing enemy because there is no enemies there, so they're clearly missing.
So they were correct in saying that.
Yes, they were. And I'm sorry, I've been killing it, but the trench line warfare. This is almost like deja vu, don't you think? This feels like deja vu to me. I mean, these teams, because they've played before, and they have very similar champions from last time. There's the the Vegas dance from Elise there. At least I'm pretty sure there's a different name for that. That's what I knew it as. And everyone's just pacing back and forth. Mundu's doing something.
Being a boss.
I don't know what he's doing.
Of the relic shield, I think, especially on Leona, once you can get those upgrades.
It looks like they're all kind of spread out because mages are about to spawn. We're getting ready. Doesn't look like there's going to be any buff steals. There goes all the wards going in their respective locations, I guess. Of course, they're all in river.
Any of the GP10s, but then sell partway through for Ascension. So kind of different emphasis.
Not too much happening. Looks like Mundu's going to unleash the Olaf. Oh, Thresh and Caitlyn are kind of going up there. Are they going to try and deny this Elise? They're pushing them back. Oh my god, they're doing some damage there. Rebel throwing a few auto attacks in there. Just looks like they were just trying to harass them off a little bit. And EG's going to secure their blue buff, I think. Yeah, they're going to leave them alone. And it looks like it's a lane swap also. You got Leona and Ezreal top lane for Logic. And the Shyvana. Where's Shyvana? Oh, there's Shyvana right there on the screen. I'm blind. They're kind of dancing at blue buff.
This is a good trade, and that's just their mindset. Why they didn't really help Link that much, and they let him get harassed, whereas there was no harass whatsoever.
You still there? Curious again, just be me commentating this game.
blue buff, and Inox actually going to stay with him here.
And it looks like they're taking the Wraith.
Can get back to lane whenever he
White.
wants, but level 2.
That was my commentating. Oh, you better back off, yeah.
Maybe
Oh.
misjudge that camp.
Jeez, Shyvana.
Very strong.
That would not be a good way to start the game with an execution from the white.
It almost took him out.
At least got,
I think Tyre started with a Dorn shield.
Luis and Shyvana were trying to take that blue buff, and they were just, Crepple and Yellow Pete were just putting harass down all over the place. That kind of gave Snoopy a little bit of a advantage over the Elise. We can go through his jungle a little bit faster, hit 3 sooner, and they're doing some early damage to that tower. They're LCG's kind of paying for the lane swap there a little bit.
I wonder how slow this game is going to be overall, because
Top's getting pushed really hard.
CLG, which is now
Yeah, pretty big wave there. And Elise is coming to help too, so there's gonna be a 3-man on the tower. Mundo can't really do that much to it.
Hanging back, trying to
like
see if
Jim.
he can get some jungle.
I wonder if one of them
Yeah.
try to surprise the other with some aggressive play.
Looks like it's gonna be a tower swap, top lane. Counter Logic and bot lane's got Olaf coming down to help him against this Shyvana, so they might be able to get the tower too.
Which will make things
Going
even.
all out for this thing.
That was the
Yeah, it does.
was that the second OGN season?
Shyvana's actually, yeah, Shyvana and Mundo are both going to their jungles to get some farm.
Oh,
Mundo's
down
backing
goes
off.
top tower, down goes bot tower.
That was bot tower, and that's pretty much what happens when you do a lane swap. Is you trade off a bot tower for a top tower, much.
Basically speed up the game.
Pretty much, because your top laner will be able to solo a carry, a support, and the jungler. I mean, it doesn't matter. And there's the almost 5-minute Evil Genius's dragon. Juan is kind of in there trying to damn away, but Caitlyn
Oh, here
and
comes
Olaf
CLG
are
trying to
backing
see if
off.
I can take
Oh,
it.
they're backing off of that dragon now. Their Krepo is almost dead. Snoopy. Oh, there's the
Ooh,
E.
first
Krepo
blood.
goes down. Shyvana gets her. The repel comes off. Oh my God, there's everyone is just going all over the place. Elise goes down. Oh, Mundo just gets the Elise before the Ezreal. They flash over,
Kha'Zix
get
gets Shyvana.
Kha'Zix.
Mundo
gets
gets-
off, auto attack
ooh.
immediately, and that was very well played.
Then they're
Mundo
going
gonna
back
go
to
with this
Dragon.
Dragon. And all they lost was Krepo in that, and they got 3 kills off of that. That was a very good play. There you get the Dragon. Caitlyn's soloing the Leona. That is the first Dragon of the game going to EG. Giving him just a little more gold. Here's the again. Krepo getting the hook off, but he just dies right away. Olaf is trying to run. Mundo at the top is just doing hits off Ezreal all day. But flashes to get away. But there's the Caitlyn and the Kha'Zix just taking it down. Mundo getting an auto attack, and they just chase him all the way back home with the tail between their legs.
GG's your admin M
And
said, real quick guys,
That
take a
is
moment
why
of your time.
EG is just a scary
Here
team
at
all the way
MBG, we always
around.
consider ourselves family, and one of our family right now is going through a tough time. Some of you guys know Tush in TeamSpeak. If you see him around, his aunt just got diagnosed with cancer. Give him your thoughts and prayers, stuff like that, guys. And that'll be all. Sorry for the interruption.
God dang it.
Alright, we'll always keep a brother in your heart. Give him some prayers. That's your religion, however you want to do that. And Shyvana goes down. It's like top lane's got a pretty big wave going. They're going to be pushing out top tower there. Get their tower at the top lane. Nobody's even going there to try and contest that. Elise is kind of in a... That's not a very good position you want to be on the minimap there. You got Thresh on one side, Caitlyn on the other.
They think minions can take it, so they're backing off.
Now, it's pretty low, and they got a second wave coming to clear it out for them. And they're holding Shyvana back. Bot lane's getting sieged pretty hard. Elise is coming to help the bot lane out. Oh, whoa.
Oh
Leona's
no,
going there. Ult's
down
going out
goes
everywhere.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn, oh, but she lasted long enough to get a few more tower hits off on him. Krepo is just hanging on. Oh, he can get this Ezreal. Oh, and there's the Shyvana thinks
goes
she can
Shiv.
hold that.
Rearrange those letters and
No,
easily
she
just bang
cannot
it
hold that.
down.
And yes, minions were not to take that tower, it looks like. Nidalee coming up, hot shot. Krepo just
Nidalee's
trying to
coming up,
hold
but then
off
again,
this
so
bot
is
tower.
Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix coming up so he can tip the balance. Trying to get maybe
Well,
that, that inner tower.
Yeah. Krepo, Thresh, he's been able to hold that tower. He just wants to hold that tower for as long as he can because he knows it's going to go down eventually. He won't be able to hold on to it forever. And
Well,
Olaf is kind of... Looks like Olaf's going to go intercept Mundo there. He's going to try and help him. Maybe? No?
Oh, she flashed.
There's
Maybe
a
she can
flash.
get
I
him.
don't know why you moved the flash there. Oh, Olaf's coming for the save.
Olaf with the ambush.
Q and the Ragnarok. And there's another Q and auto attack. And then her goes down immediately. Hot shot he got played right there. No one knew where the Olaf was. He probably should have backed off sooner. That was an easy kill for the Olaf. And now they're going to give Kha'Zix's blue buff. And surprisingly, bot has still not lost their tower. I'm surprised that ELP and Krepo are able to hold that for as long as they have. And this game is pretty even, but EG has the kill advantage and the dragon. Sorry for that. So they're having a little bit of an issue. Oh my god, I just realized they have Shyvana, Elise, and Nidalee. Like, that's so many positions that you can go. I'm really stupid because Shyvana's Dragon, Elise Spoon, Nidalee Cougar, that's so many.
Yeah, that's very
You can change how your
true.
fight styles, you can change how your team fights just however you want to at this point, with all their ults up, except for Shyvana, of course. The whole Mundo's coming in, he's throwing his Qs out there, he really wants to get a good hit on that Shyvana. Because if he can get a slow on her, he can probably take her down. There he goes, he's popping his E, I think it is, or is that, I'm not sure what that is. And he is scaring her off. She is trying to dance around. Oh, Mundo's
Well, there was a
actually
lot of
backing
minions,
off
though, so he had to back off.
there was. Popped his passive, so he's just gonna... He's doing what Mundo does. He's held back. Bot lane looks like there's gonna be an engage coming up pretty soon. They at least heading down bot lane. Ooh, I don't think they know Olaf is there. Oh, they do now because he's talking on a ward.
BG, this is your admin Rampage speaking. Some of you know our Facebook was hacked recently this morning. Based on their IP,
Hackers.
it's pretty clear that it's Anthony. Some of you know him. He was previously banned from this community. I just want
What
to
the
apologize
heck?
that this is an oversight on the admin's part. We didn't remove him from the Facebook, and because of this, it left us vulnerable to attack, I guess. So, yeah, we have a new Facebook if you want to like it on our homepage, or you can get to it from our homepage. And unfortunately, we don't have Facebook's not responding, or I guess it takes them weeks to respond or something, or at least days, which we don't really have that time. So we don't have
Yeah,
control of
nothing's
the old
really happening
Facebook
right
anymore,
now,
so we're
so
just
we're
gonna
gonna
switch to
listen to
the
this
new
funny
one.
part.
So again, I'm sorry that this happened, and any inconvenience it causes you all. We will be monitoring things like our Facebook much more closely, and keeping track of who has access to them. Thank you.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's you don't hear that every day.
If that ever happens,
Don't
basically
be
ignore
hackers,
that.
everybody. You will get caught. Don't be a hacker. You will get caught unless you're working for the U.S. government. Looks like Elise is throwing a cocoon out of that. Oh, Snoop 8, you're in a bit of trouble. He Ragnaroks to get out of there, but there's a Leona ult. Oh, there's ults going down everywhere. Leona's getting hit. Leona goes down to the Kha'Zix. The Fox comes down. They have to flash out of that.
Ezreal
gonna
goes
go
down. Elise had
Elise
to.
repels out onto the wolves.
Down goes
GG,
Nidalee.
you're going down. Shyvana has to ult Dragon out of that. And G is just taking this. They're all grouped up. They're going for Dragon, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it's 5v3. Elise is very low. And Leon's not even there yet. Here's the fight again. Elise does her cocoon. And there's the ults going off. Leona does her grab onto the Olaf, he Ragnaroks. The shots going everywhere, really. Kha'Zix just barely gets the Leona off. The E and then the box from Krepo. Ezreal tries to get a barrier off, but doesn't do enough. At least, and Siobhan just get away, at least had to repel. And Hotshot GG literally just was the only one left for them to hit. There's EG's second dragon of the game. 10-2. They're taking this game. I know it's only 13 minutes. They're starting to really take this game into their own. Wherever they want to take it. Really.
EG has
an
an 8 kill lead and a 7.
And 2 dragons.
Yeah, 2 dragons.
They're,
Like
they're,
5k lead almost.
Yeah, they have their advantage and they're pushing it. Oh, Mundo! Oh, we got repelled on. And the Siobhan and Elise are just
Too much.
too much for him to deal by himself. Looks like Leona's going to help, getting the support to go in the mid lane to kind of help mid lane out. Caitlin's kind of down by herself, farming up a little bit. Maybe push out bot lane a little. Elise is pushing out the top lane. There's 3 mid counter logic. Just taking out ping board there. That's always good to do. Any chance you get to take out wards, take them out because you'll just. Yeah, it's. If you take out their vision, they have no idea where you're at. And if you have Kha'Zix where he can turn invisible, that's even better. Looks like they're all kind of grouped up mid lane. Maybe going for a tower dive. Oh, almost got
Close.
the steal on the poop off. That would have been really lucky.
EG trying to take mid tower, but there's too much resistance. Grabs one of those little spiderlings.
Yeah, and there's the literally stepping on a Caitlyn trap this time. And the Ezreal all kind of going down, not doing too much. Seemed to scare him off enough though that they backed off. Mundo's running off by himself. He's Mundo. Kha'Zix and Siobhan look like, you're fighting down bot lane. Yeah, EG's. Oh, there's the Lantern for the souls. Looks like they're gonna try and maybe do a siege on the tower. Kha'Zix, you gotta be careful there. Siobhan is a lot tankier than you are. That might not be the best engage for him. Oh wow, maybe I was completely wrong. Jeez.
He has the burst. He has a Ravenous
Yeah,
Hydra.
that is true. He does have the burst and Hydra.
While
Oh, he
Shyvana
is
doesn't even have a
taking
complete
out
item
Shyvana.
yet.
Like EG's trying to siege their mid tower. They want to take that tower down to get another lead on that. Oh, at least clearing out wards. Oh, Kha'Zix is right there. He knows she's there too. Looks like mid lane's still getting siege. Nidalee gonna try and hold off this Mundo, but Mundo does what Mundo pleases almost at this point. There's the pink ward coming out. Nidalee's just replacing it with a trinket. Oh my god, there's wards going down everywhere. Does it make a cocoon? Nope. Oh, there's the Olaf Q. Oh, that sentence almost landed there. That could have been just terrible. Caitlin's in a bad position. She's right in the front of everybody. She's almost down, but looks like threshing off of there.
Oh, Caitlin's so lucky with the barrier.
The barrier and the E, that was very lucky. She was in a really bad position though. She was right in front. Elise and Ezreal made sure to punish her for that, because that was just that should have been a kill right there. Caitlyn was forced to back there, so now it's a 2-on-2 in the mid. Oh, Ezreal is kind of. Oh.
Leona come for the saves.
Right. Yeah, well, he was dodging those skill shots left and right also.
Kha'Zix coming up.
The middle turret holds the most strategic power right now for Evil Geniuses to get down, but CLG's defended it quite well despite not having substantial wave clear.
Yeah, EG has a 4k lead, 7
And a 7 kill lead.
So they have a lead.
Yeah, is it 2 dragons or is it 3 dragons? I think. Or is dragon 3? Dragon number 3 is coming up soon.
I think you're right on that. I think EG is. I think, yeah, Dragon number 3 is coming up.
And they're just like every team that's won so far today is it starts off close, but
they have a slight
one
lead
little
and they
advantage.
yeah.
Yeah, you take that slight advantage, that one skill shot that misses, that one cocoon, that one middle EQ, just one thing that misses, and you can just go right onto it and just
Going
take
for
a huge
Dragon.
lead. Here's the third dragon gonna go down, I believe. Yeah, he smite secures. Yep,
Dragon number
3.
They have a 4K lead.
Oh man. That Kha'Zix just bring to his heart's content right now.
Yeah.
Almost everybody is winning in the farming except the 80 carries. Hotshot.
He also, Pole Belter also has, which is Kha'Zix, also has not only damage, but he has magic, or not magic, armor pen too, due to his whisper.
Yeah, that's really good to have there.
Especially against someone like Shyvana.
Yeah,
or
Shyvana
Leona.
who are just solid tanks, really. And we honestly have not been seeing that much MR, or not MR, AP builds. There aren't very, there's Doran's Ring Nidalee, but like, no traditional mages, really.
Well, Nidalee builds AP.
Well, yeah, but she's not a traditional, like, mage. The only like, mages or magic users we really see are, like, Annie. And she's in the bot lane, I mean, like, mid lane. Oh, Kha'Zix just narrowly dodging that Ezreal ult there. Killing the blue buff. Looks like they're all grouping up mid, they're going in for a fate. Who's gonna make the first move? There's Millie Q, there's the Thresh gets the ult right in the face. There goes the Elise.
He boxes, but Elise has to get out of there.
Ezreal is trying to solo an Olaf that's Ragnarok, and that's not gonna work. Just missing that ace in the hole, and the Q comes out, doesn't get anything.
Not a lot happened in that engagement.
Well, Thresh and Olaf are very low now. And the sad thing is they didn't do much damage to counter logic, and I think they want some good damage to come off because
mid tower for CLG is just there we go. He took out Elise.
Oh, Kha'Zix just barely gave me Elise there. I thought she was gonna repel out of there, but she didn't have anything to go on, I guess.
There we go, Caitlyn with there
goes the tower. Oh my god, that Ezreal's so low.
Kha'Zix just jumps on him.
If that ace in the hole was up, that would be a dead Ezreal. And if Thresh just goes over to one of the sides, he can do a death sentence on somebody. They can engage right on him. Oh, looks like they're just going for the straight up tower dive. They're forcing them out of that tower. Oh, and there's the tower. That is 2 towers on 1 push on engagement. They were actually losing. They were lower than counter logic. Here's the replay. Kha'Zix jumping right onto that Elise. And
she repels in mid repel.
Oh,
what a boss.
That's a good feeling when you kill an Elise in mid repel, because it's either she gets away or she dies. And that timing was just perfect for Kha'Zix. Looks like EG's kind of backing off a little more. Mundo's going up to deal with the Mimi. I don't think he realizes there's an Elise coming to back her up. Mundo's actually gonna get caught. Looks like they. What? Elise is gonna back? Oh, there we go. Oh, here comes an engagement mid lane, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Mundo's taking some pretty cheap shots in the mid lane. Oh, don't fall for it.
Well, she has an Elise there, so she can go in.
Yeah, Mundo doesn't know it. Oh, Elise don't back. Oh, Elise back. They could have easily sandwiched the Mundo there. Oh, I need to get the steal. Oh, but they're gonna get Ezreal instead. Oh, that barrier's not gonna be enough for you, buddy. Oh,
nope. Thresh gets him.
Thresh. Oh, the Ragnarok even comes out. Oh man, Thresh gets red buff.
They're gonna try and take top tower.
Olaf's got blue. And they're gonna get that tower, no competition there. And it looks like Kha'Zix is in bot lane. He wants that bot tower. They're actually gonna get 4 towers after this engagement. There goes the bottom tower. Kha'Zix is taken down. Top lane's gonna go for a tower. There's ults going on everyone. Caitlin's poking.
Kha'Zix pushing up the bot lane too.
Yeah, and the Caitlyn auto attack poke range is just absurd. Especially if you get some Qs off.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix just going for wolves because he can.
Because why not?
He's in a bad spot actually, because at least an Ezreal could go on right now if he was there.
Yeah, but I think he could jump out of there.
Yeah, he probably could. And his splash is up. And his ult, so he could easily get out of that. Crepple, they're just dodging those Nilly kills left and right. Now it's a 12-3 kill lead. That is just absurd. At 4 towers ahead.
8k gold.
8k. Yeah, 8k gold ahead. Dragons be up in 30 seconds. They're grouping up. Oh, Ezreal, you're in a bad spot.
Ooh, that was good.
Just barely gets out of there with his W. Just teasing death right there, really. It looks like EG's all backing off. They're gonna stock up on their mana and their health. They're actually gonna go right for Dragon, I bet. But it looks like not Cloud9. Counter Logic, yeah, God. Get my teams right. They're all kind of going there. Oh, are they gonna push their advantage there? They want to go for it, but I don't know if they... Lamundo is not going to be there, so he could maybe steal this from EG. Oh, they're all kind of dancing around, hoping to catch somebody out. Oh, it looks like Elisa's going to try and solo it, but it's not going to be enough. She's scared away by the rest of the EG, and they're just going to take this dragon. Yeah, there's nothing to stop
4 dragons. They have a 9k gold lead.
They're gonna steal blue buff because they can and just get more mana. Almost got the Ezreal ult in there to steal it. And Mundo even misses the ult. Oh man, this is just a one-side game at this point. They got Creppo with the hooks and the boxes. Kha'Zix with his jumping in. Mundo with the regen. The lanterns. Ragnarok, they just take advantage of every single thing they have. Thresh is getting caught out, but he just easily walks away.
Oh, he flashed out of there.
Ult's coming out, Ragnarok pops. There's the Shyvana ult. Oh, they gotta get out of there. Caitlyn just poking him down. Here comes the
Ezreal just getting out of there barely.
Away their Ezreal in time. But it looks like
Shyvana's gonna go down to Mundo.
Yep. Mundo Q and auto attacked her. Oh, that was a good ace. Actually, that was kind of a waste of an ace in the hole. I wasn't gonna kill
Maybe
anybody.
they can get Baron now.
And they're gonna get Baron off of this, maybe?
Oh, almost got
Kha'Zix
it.
wants that at least, but she just repels out. 3 on Dragon, or Baron, I mean. They could.
4 of them now.
Oh, you got Crepple there. Nidalee's coming around, same with Elise. They're both half dead though. Nidalee is They both do actually.
Kha'Zix coming in to help because he has full everything.
And they're just gonna 5-man this Baron. Oh, but Ezreal.
He tried.
Oh, he's just a second too slow. There's the first Baron going to EG. They have a 10 kill lead, 4 towers, and 11k gold lead. 11, almost 12k gold lead there. They're just taking advantage of everything that they have. And right now it's just gonna be CLG's gonna be just having to play defensive while EG can just roll and do whatever the hell they want to do. Oh man. Do you think there's any hope CLG can come back from this?
There's always hope for a team that's losing. But I mean, you know, they're going to need something pretty big to get them back in the game. Considering they have an 11k gold lead, EG does, they have 4 towers, and 10 kills. It's going to be very hard for CLG to come back. If
they also have to deal with the 4-1 Mundo, a 3-0 Olaf, and a 4-0 Kha'Zix. That's three very scary, very fed damage dealers, really. Mundo be more of a tank than a damage dealer, but you have that Kha'Zix Olaf duo, that's just scary to see.
Well, it looks like Olaf is also building tanky, because he has Randuin's Spirit Visage and then Ancient Golem.
Yeah. Well, he kind of has. Like, I guess they do have Thresh, but he's not really doing that much tank. He's going more of the traditional support. Oh, there's a box going out from Crepo and their repel for release. Whoa, I think that game just lagged a little bit there, actually. The Cocoon going off to stop him. Ragnarok pop. There goes Mundo ult. Or not ult, but his passive. He's running around there. He's just not caring. They're going to take that tower. They're going to take this into him. Mundo is just a scary guy. You don't want to run in there at him. Even your whole team. Because at the time that it takes his team to take out the tower and me and him, they're already there to help him.
This game has gone quite sour for CLG.
Looks like EG's gonna back off after they got that advantage on taking that. His Ezreal ults are just barely missing, or they're just a second too late. But I don't think Double Lift is just on his best day. Now, Kha'Zix does have a Guardian Angel. That is very big, so he's got some decent armor in there now. Yeah, the Last Whisper, his Hydra, 2 swords. He's just going all damage, really, except for a little bit of armor. Oh man, I don't know how well they can come back from this. They got 5 towers over them and in him.
Yeah, 30 minutes in the game. It's going to be really hard for them to come back.
Yeah, especially with Baron buff.
They're not really pressing their Baron buff advantage. I think they should be more.
Yeah, they did to get that in him because that gives them an advantage for the next few minutes after Baron buff is down. But yeah, I know what you mean. They should be really pushing it with that. But they are clearing out many ways for the super mains to go through, so that's only good. Mundo with his freaking 4K health, Jesus. That's just absurd. And they're just gonna burst out that buff. Dragon's coming up in 40 seconds here. Looks like they're gonna be getting ready to do that. They're kind of all rotating down the bot lane. Probably do the same thing they did last time. Try to get that in him. So they get 1-on-1 lane pushing. And then they're probably gonna back off do Dragon while the Power Logic is gonna try to hold off all these supers now from the 2 lane. But we gotta see if they can even get the in him. Oh, they're going up there. Mundo throws a Q. There goes a Q for the Olaf. All these Qs going out everywhere. Just going back and forth. Oh, they're waiting for it anyway. I think they want to see just really badly. There's a Lantern. And they're going in. Mundo and Olaf in the front. Are they backing up? I'm not too sure. No, they're still there.
There will be almost no hesitation for them to go in.
They're just trying to get as much poke off as they can so they get low. Italy's getting kind of oomed. She can't afford to keep just throwing Qs out there now. She's gotta serve that mana.
Yeah, they're trying to desperately hold on to bot tower so they can't take any more inhibs from them.
And Mundo's still got 2.5k health, so he can just run in there and take everything anyways. Ooh, that tower's getting pretty low. They're going up there with every chance they get and just throwing shots up at it. Dragon is up in about a minute 45 with barely back up. That tower's getting very low. If I was counter logic, I would be targeting strategy for the next game because this is just. I don't see how they get back for this. That's what a lot of teams tend to do when they know that this game is lost because there's the tower. They have nothing to fall back to except Nexus. They almost have to give up this in him now because there's just no hope for it. There's the box because they thought they were gonna get died there. In him goes down.
Kha'Zix going in balls deep.
Kha'Zix going balls deep on that Ezreal. There's the repel.
He can take risks though because he has a GA.
They're getting pushed all the way back to that spawn area. They're gonna be taking this tower. There's Nexus Tower number 1. There's a couple super minions coming in. Here comes Nexus Tower number 2. Oh, okay, there it goes down.
Kha'Zix going in to clean up Nidalee with a barrier. Kha'Zix popping his GA.
So he's not going to be going anywhere.
Thresh kills Shiv.
Oh, and Shyvana goes down for the Shyvana. At least repels down. Just narrowly escaped death.
GG.
GG. And that is EG's first win this series. They start off 0-2. Not the best way you would start off the series, but they're doing good now. Little group huddle there. Proud of you guys.
Yeah, they have to be pretty happy considering that was their first win.
Yeah, it was the first win. Yeah, they're gonna feel great for tomorrow when they have the next few games. Oh man, that's 2 losses in a row today for Counter Logic. I mean, they pulled off a perfect game yesterday, and now they're just doing the complete opposite. They had everything figured out. And there's the little Crepo clap, but I don't know. They couldn't hold it together or something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So let's hear what the commentators have to say about how this game went.
They were obviously playing against a CLG team that doesn't have their final roster. Hotshot EG is a temporary sub for them. It did work out for CLG yesterday, but you know, EG has to keep that in mind. It feels good as a win, but they were not playing against a full roster.
That's true. They've got to make sure they keep themselves going. The other full roster teams they fought against, they did lose to. EG, they were actually considered an underdog coming into the promotion tournament and managed to exceed expectations there. And they managed to kind of speed themselves up in time for that match and psych themselves up. They finally had some good scrims the night before. And then coming into the season itself, they actually came in with much higher hopes. People were rating them a lot higher than they were in the promotion tournament, saying they had a really good shot here. And that kind of fell a lot short. It's like a Vulcan sort of thing where the expectation goes the other way of the actual reality. Yeah, a couple of things went their way that game very early on. I think even though they gave up a lot of farm to double lift early, Yellow Pete and Crepo held their own against COD's bottom lane, which is quite a task considering Cloud9's bottom lane struggled previously earlier on today. True.
And then just the rotations from Evil Geniuses consistently catching out COG at Dragon Fights gave their what were previously struggling solo laners fantastic starts in the game. And if Pobelter and Inox know how to do one thing, since they're mainly solo queue players, it's play with a lead and snowball ahead in the game.
Yeah.
And they were very strong at doing that against CLG.
Did a wonderful job of bullying out their lanes and doing a lot of good things in the match. And of course, it saddens me a little bit. Also, you talked about Inox and doing a better job. He played one of the more orthodox top laners, had a much better result.
I know. Like he likes to play the unconventional things, but now his team might be fighting against him. It'll be very interesting to see later in the season whether Inox keeps doing unconventional stuff or they kind of force him onto the stuff that everyone else is playing. Because that's where, so far, 100% of their victories have came from.
That's true. Well, we'll see what these guys do. But, of course, we do have more action coming up today. When we come back, Riv and Kobe will sit down with the evil genius Crepo. Then Coast attempts to sail away with a win against Dignitas in our 5th LCS game of the day. Day 2 of our Super Week action continues right after this. CLG forced to run. Hotshot gets hit. Oh, Pobelter picks up a kill. Hotshot's going to go down 4 for 1.
CLG EU, man.
Well, guys,
that was the EG's win for game number 4 today. Next up is going to be Coast versus Dignitas, who will be coming off with a loss earlier today to TSM, but that was just almost to be expected in that game. And this will be an interesting game, though. What do you think, Kira? What do you think of the last game?
I think the entire time EG had the edge, and they just kept building it. And then eventually,
their advantage to the end.
Basically, they had. It's like that for most games that we've seen. The
That is true.
team has a slight advantage throughout the entire thing, and then one thing goes wrong for the opposing team, and they just push it and then win.
Yeah, and it's very, very uncommon to see a team with an advantage at this level of play that they do make a mistake, but that does happen. There are teams that can come back a lucky ace and just win the game after that. But it looks like this series is more of a you almost tell who the victor is after 10 minutes of the game because they've got 2 towers over and they've got a dragon or 2, they've got 3 kills over them. It's almost you can see it almost before the game's over. You're just waiting to see how long the game's gonna be.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you heard it here. I am your lead commentator, Lord Kira.
You suck. Oh wow, that really shut you up, didn't it?
I'm gonna cry
Well,
now.
since I killed Kira's self-esteem, I'll be signing us out today. I am Z Tangle from Amateur Gaming Commentary, and we'll see you guys next time, probably in a couple minutes.